Welcome back to the channel, y'all. I'm here for a rant. I got my head's hurting. I'm ticked off, and I got a problem. And one of them was I ordered the engine from Used Auto Parts out of Florida. Better yet, let me look and see what part of Florida. Well, I know they out of Florida. You can Google them if you want to. But I ordered an engine that's supposed to have 57,000 miles, 67,000 miles. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I'm telling you correct. I'm sitting up here looking at an email right here to the right of me on my phone. But it had 67,000 miles on it. And it's supposed to have been a good engine. But when I get the engine, the engine look like it's been dipped in a bucket of oil. It's rusted like it's been up on the water. I mean, it looked absolutely horrible. And then I was like, they say they tested the engine and all this kind of stuff, but I don't see how they tested it with a coil pack broke on it. One of the spark plug wires is going on, or is off of it. I just don't see how they tested that engine in the shape that it's in. Then turn around, they sent it to me with 3 broke bolts, 2 on one side and 1 on the other one in the manifolds. Better yet, I hadn't even taken it off I've been had it nearly a week, and I tried to get them to make it right. I haven't even taken it off the pallet yet. But what they turned around and done was, so I called them about it. I said, man, this engine have more than 57 or 67,000 miles on it. They was like, no, the engine does not have more than 67,000 miles on it. We looked at the engine, the amount of miles that the car had on it. But needless to say, on the back of the block, they got where they marked and put all their markings on there and stuff like that. But right there above the flywheel, you can see where this engine has been out of another car back in 11/21. I'm looking at it now. And they had also put their stamp on it. So therefore, and they're telling how many miles this engine got on it. But the thing about it is, you don't have to lie to me just to kick it. What is this? You don't have to lie to me just to kick it. So I called them back and I told them, I said, look, I don't want this engine. I said, this engine right here got more miles on it than a 1930 model Chevrolet. And they was like, oh no, it's been tested, it's approved and all that kind of stuff. The only way you can take it back, you got to pay for the shipping where we send it down there, which is $400. You got to pay $400 for us to come and get it. And then you have to turn around and pay us a 15% stocking fee. And if anybody think I'm kidding, inbox me, hit the comments, and I'll put the email in the comments of what they saying. I have no problem. I have no reason to lie on these folks. The engine is horrible. The oil in it look like it's never been changed. I mean, it's horrible. But I'm gonna turn this thing around and give y'all a quick walk around. And I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get a screwdriver. I'm gonna give you a walk around and let y'all decide on what. So when I first told them that this boat was broke, and I went and got the screwdriver for a pointer, y'all. There's a bolt broke off in the head right there. Take a look at this. Look at this oil on this saran wrap. That oil has never been changed before. Absolutely never been changed before. And if you look down here, look at that oil filter. Look how nasty that oil filter is. And I'm gonna take it off the pallet today. I'm gonna take it off the pallet where y'all can see. Look at the oil sitting in the throttle body. I mean, it's absolutely horrible. There's a broke bolt right there. I know it had 3 broke bolts in it. And there's the coil pack that's broke. But you said you tested the engine. This one doesn't even have a spark plug wire to go to it. But you tested it. Oh, there's that other broke bolt right there. Now on the back side of it, there's the Liv'n 21 right here. This is all theirs. See where they stamped it at. Did their markings to it. New heat plug. That right there is the reason I know this engine has been in multiple vehicles. The oil pan's leaking. But let's take it off the pallet and we're gonna see what it look like. Alright, I want to make sure that I show y'all. Hold on. Me cutting it off. See, here's their seal on this engine right here. There's their ticket. And the first thing they're gonna tell me, well, the motor is 20 years old. It don't matter. You said it had 60-something thousand miles on it. I got an engine back there in the shop, got more miles on. Been in the shop, what, 5-6 years? It don't look like this. Pliers are dull. Now, we got it off. In case they want to look at it. I didn't know that. Look how the oil pan, that was sitting on the tire. Look how the oil pan was busted through the bottom of the block. I mean, through the pallet. That's not right. Come on now, y'all. They didn't polish that up. You see where they scraped. Show y'all something. See where they scraped the gunk off that oil, that dipstick? It was scraped off right there. See the mark? Oh. The burnt oil was scraped off this dipstick. See how it was scraped off? I don't know if y'all can see that or not. See, whatever they use, you can see where they brushed it off. But anyway, see, I went against Built on a Budget. Built on the Budget told me, or he tell you on all his shows, use your local junkyard. But I'm trying to follow somebody else, which is my neighbor. I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't gonna back up on him either. He bought a couple of engines from him. But he in that same game. The motor's 20-something years old. Yeah, but it's got more than a 60-something thousand miles on it. You don't have to lie about it. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next video. That motor was sitting there on that pallet and busted all the way through. This motor was turned upside down, flipped or something. In shipping. And no, it wasn't beat. They didn't do that because it would have hammer marks on it. They dropped that motor. All right, y'all, here's this motor up on the bottom. Look at that oil filter. Now, y'all think that's a good, healthy engine with that oil filter looking like that? I'm just asking. That has never And a lot of y'all may not believe it. This is what causes oil leaks. When you don't change the oil wear thin and they seep through the gaskets. If you change your oil, a lot of times you won't have this problem. If you keep your oil changed. Oil hadn't been changed in this thing since Buck was a pup. I don't know what kind of pan it got on it. It's got a deep pan on it. So they done been all up, and they knew this. They knew this oil was junk because they didn't been up on and put their little heat tab right there. The motor I have in my truck is not this nasty now. I'm thinking about pulling the heads off of it and go from there. It was burning clean. I would give them that much. But them I can't even talk. Them broke head bolts, that's gonna be a problem. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for listening to me rant. We're gonna make these folks famous. I'm gonna drop their logo on the screen. I'm gonna put their telephone number. I'm gonna put it all on the screen. I don't want anybody to buy a motor from them because I don't want to have what happened to me to happen to anybody else. So this is absolutely ridiculous. All right, see y'all later.